And now let's move on to the next one, the phone that I told you I absolutely love. This, I think, is the third phone in the world that has no notch. And when I say no notch, I'm not saying it's got a water drop or it's got a thin line or it's got no notch at all. Look, can you see a notch anywhere? Nothing here, and not even like the Xiaomi phones which has something at the bottom. This is absolutely a no notch phone. And where did they put the cameras? Very smartly, they put them here. I'm just sliding the back. Did you see? This is where they put the cameras. And these are front cameras only. The back cameras are exactly where they're supposed to be. So this then becomes an incredible feature, and because the mechanism and the engineering is so solid, there are no motors that are at play. You're only just taking it and taking it up, which looks absolutely fantastic, feels solid. I think between me and the Cell Guru team, we've already done it 500 times, and that thunk sound that comes shows that it's very well built. It will last forever. So great solution by Honor. It's got a lot more happening inside it, including the in-display fingerprint scanner, fantastic cameras, and the number of cameras, and this is astounding. We'll take you through how many cameras and what each of them do. So this is a magical phone by Honor. Take a look.
We love it when a smartphone maker pushes the boundaries in the quest for a no-notch, edge-to-edge, bezel-less display without compromising on the front camera. And Huawei's sub-brand Honor has wielded some magic with the innovative design of the Honor Magic 2. So what you do get is some great camera features as well. Remember, you saw it on Cell Guru first. We have the elusive phone in our hands for a review all the way from China, and we can only hope it comes to India soon. Let's take you through some of its game-changing features. Design and display. The Honor Magic 2 looks like a premium phone, and there is no denying that. There is a glass back with a gradient color scheme which Honor fans have come to love. There is a massive 6.39-inch completely bezel-less display which is not marred by any notch. And this is the biggest design overhaul. The slider takes center stage. The phone comes with a sliding mechanism, and we have to say this is the best way to hide the telltale notch. Slide down and you get a glimpse of the front-facing sensors on an all-screen phone. More on the cameras a bit later. We also hear that this sliding mechanism is longer lasting. The AMOLED display is clear and vivid in daylight. While there is no headphone jack, you do get a USB Type-C to 3.5mm jack adapter in the box. But no earphones here, which may be a miss for many. There is also an on-display fingerprint sensor which works well. Performance. The Honor Magic 2 is a beast in its own right and comes loaded with the Kirin 980 chipset, one of the first 7nm mobile processors. This means it is super fast with no lags while multitasking whatsoever. It may even rival the very premium Huawei Mate 20 Pro in performance. The Magic 2 comes in 6 or 8GB RAM and 128 or 256GB storage configurations abroad, and we hope India gets both if the phone does launch here. Battery. There is a 3500 mAh battery, and maybe 500 mAh more would have made this phone a better proposition given the competition. But you can get a good 24 hours of active use. There is a 40-watt supercharge feature which gets a big thumbs up from us. Camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Yes, 6 is the number of cameras that the phone comes with. There is a triple primary camera with a 16-megapixel RGB sensor, a 16-megapixel ultra-wide lens and a 24-megapixel monochrome lens. And there is a 16-megapixel selfie shooter with a 2-megapixel dual lens setup which actually brings the count to 6. The rear cameras produce images with immense detailing with some great bokeh shots. The AI assistance comes into play, and that's where the magic of the Honor Magic 2 lies. Scene recognition works well too. The front shooter relies largely on the 16-megapixel lens and comes with the infamous beauty mode that is becoming an Instagram staple. We have to say the selfies looked more natural in comparison to other beauty mode champions out there. The 3D depth sensing and infrared sensors also make for a secure face unlock. We welcome this feature. Software. The Honor Magic 2 comes with the recent Android 9 Pie update out of the box, which is great. There is still Magic UI 2.0 on top and a new AI assistant called Yo-Yo which only understands Mandarin right now. There is a little bloatware. Price. While we are not sure what the India pricing will be, that is if the phone ever comes to India, but comparing with Chinese prices, it should start at around 36,000 rupees. The Cell Guru verdict. Yes, the Honor Magic 2 has that wow factor and gets a big thumbs up when it comes to innovation in design. The camera prowess adds to the charm, and we can only hope the India pricing is carefully conceived to attract a larger audience. But will the Honor Magic 2 go from a fantasy to reality for Indians? We hope it does.